Hi everyone, today is day 3 of ELA and we're working with themes in literature, so finding the theme of a story. And this anchor chart should look very familiar to you because we have this hanging up in our classroom. So theme is just like remembering a cream-filled cupcake. It's hidden inside of a cupcake, just like a theme is hidden inside of a book. All right, the author isn't just going to come out and say the theme of this story is. As readers, we have to be detectives to find the theme. And you can think to yourself, what does this author hope the reader realizes? Or how I like to say it is, what life lesson did we learn as readers? Okay, we have to dig deep into the stories to figure out the life lesson the author wants to teach us. Some examples are overcoming challenges, always being kind to others, working together. Some famous examples at the bottom of this anchor chart include the Little Red Riding Hood, which the theme is appearances can be deceiving sometimes. We would have to figure that out as readers when we read that story. And the Three Little Pigs, hard work and patience pay off in the end. Okay, it doesn't say that in the stories, but we need to figure that out as readers. All right, so I'm going to read a very short story and I'm going to figure out what the theme of this story is. So the story I'm reading is called Rock Climbing, and you're just listening, and then I'll figure out what the theme of the story is. One weekend I went to visit my aunt and uncle who lived in another town. My uncle was a rock climbing coach for an after-school program in that town. He offered to take me rock climbing with the other kids in his group. I had never been rock climbing before. So I'm going to stop there and just think. I know when I haven't tried something before, it can be a little scary. I might not want to try it, especially if it's rock climbing. So let me keep reading. I was a little afraid of heights, and I was really afraid of looking foolish in front of other kids. So obviously, this main character felt kind of embarrassed if they were to mess up in front of other children. I told my fears to my uncle. He told me that he understood my fears, but that I would be safe at all times. I would be connected to a safety harness if I fell. So, a safety harness is something that kind of holds you onto a rope. That way, if you fall off the wall when you're rock climbing, you don't hurt yourself. You don't fall to the ground. It protects you from getting hurt. My uncle also pointed out that I shouldn't be worried about looking foolish. The other kids in this group had never rock climbed either. I felt a lot better after I heard this, and I looked forward to learning how to rock climb. So now I'm reflecting on what I just read, and I realized that this main character feared embarrassment. They didn't want to go rock climbing because they feared that the other kids would just laugh at them. But when the main character heard the news that the whole group had never been rock climbing, it definitely made the main character feel a lot better. Okay, so now I'm thinking of possible themes or life lessons the author wants me to learn. And I think a good life lesson for this story would be overcoming challenges or overcoming your fears. Because this main character could have easily said that they're not doing it. But once they talked about their fears to their uncle, he or she realized that he isn't the only one that hadn't been rock climbing. So never giving up, always trying your best, and overcoming challenges. Those are all life lessons that I personally learned from this short story. Now, today for ELA, you are reading a new story called What's for Breakfast? And after you read the story, you are going to answer questions 1 to 5. As you read, you can use the skill of finding themes to help you answer the questions. But you are only answering questions 1 through 5 today. Today's attendance is, what is your favorite animal?